G'day, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, last episode, we got blue science done. It's all finished, nice and simple. We got mining drills done, which is a much more compacted build compared to what we were dealing with before when we were looking at doing it on belts. We got military science, which again, compacted a lot when we went up and putting it in bot based, where is it? That down to that. Oh, hang on. Bump. So yeah, that there is the same build, but we're not sure whether we're going to have assemblers pick up fast enough for the gun turrets when it was belt based. So it's I'd say about half the size overall. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we've got these stupid things. Engines done, and we've got electric engines done. Now, I'm happy-ish with both builds. I'm unsure with both builds. Engines is probably about as big as it can get. Electric engines, there is a chance that if I change it from an 8 to 8 to a 12 beacon setup, it might be a little bit more UPS efficient. But then again, it's going to make the whole network bigger, so maybe not. I don't know. That's how we stand at the moment. This episode, you can see I've already marked on the map because I'm well ahead of myself, is we're going to do electric furnaces. Because electric furnaces were this build here. Now, that did include bringing stone in and smelting it on site, which there's still a chance we might do. There's nothing really stopping us, so, one problem at a time. Anyway, we're going to go... Now, the calculator says we need 8. Now, I remember from our mining drills... Yeah, our mining drills, there was only 7 of those. So we're going to copy that one. Wait for autosave. Thanks, autosave. We're going to come up here. I'm going to sort of line these up and try and get a straight row. Let's leave ourselves some really... oh, the other thing I did is I moved the train up here, which is blocking the main line, but, what do I care? Oh, I need my yardstick back. I accidentally deleted my yardstick in a previous episode. Now, we want that part without that. Put there. Then we want that whole assembly without the robots, without the inserters, without the chests picked up. Because I sort of want to center it a little bit. And we're going to get rid of those robots. Whoa, shit. Not what I wanted. Overzealous with the deconstruction planner again. Sure, let's whack that in there. It's roughly a straight line. Move those because they're wrong. I want to get this roughly centered. Sure. Okay. Look up power before we do anything else. Right, I didn't run power down that train track. Come back to haunt me a couple of times now. Okay, so we got power. Grab some more speed modules. Yeah. Hopefully that's enough. And let's change you over to electric furnaces. Paste. Okay. Now, calculator does say we're doing on a per minute basis 1,080, and we need 1,071. So we're just over producing, which is what I like to see. But on a per machine basis, we need to get 11, 22, and 22 in. Now, I do need to apologize. It actually came up during the Clustorio. One of the Clustorio streams. Actually, I think it was today. Somebody mentioned that a stack inserter does 27 items per second. And straight away I'm thinking, hang on, what? What? No, they do 17. I'm sure they do 17. And then I remembered that I was completely wrong. And I do remember saying somewhere during one of these episodes that they did 17 items per second. Which is... It's wrong. It's 27 and a half. Or I said 17 and a half. They do 27 and a half. And I remember in the back of my brain somewhere that, you know, 27 and a half is the right number and 17 is the wrong number. I think 17 and a half is the number I came to with testing in the creative map for a belt. But again, it depends on... it depends on the orientation of the belt and the orientation of the inserter. Stack inserters to belts is messy, put it that way. But that's now we got that a little bit out of the way. Let's see whether we can work out these builds. So let's move you there. Actually, hang on. How much do you output? You output 2.25. I'm pretty sure. Let's build to deconstruct. You and you. Get rid of those output chests. Because at 2.5 a second, I'm pretty sure a long-handed inserter can move that about. I might end up eating my words again. Because that's a much tidier way of doing it. Put that in there. Set that to 5. Copy. Paste. 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 Done. Okay. So then we have 3 items we've got to bring in. Steel, the advanced circuits, and the stone brick. Which gives us a conundrum. So down here, I was smelting. Down here, 10 of them smelting on fire. I think we intentionally slowed the whole build down so we get the right amount of brick on each setup. Oh, it has no recipes. Oh, I don't have a shit ton of stone I can dump on the belt to calculate. So that's the other option. Let's. So this is the current build. And what we'd do is we would 10, 5, and 10. So I'd probably, because stone comes in separately, I would probably bring in stone brick there. And on this one, I'd probably have steel. The reason I'd be doing both is because we've got 410 trains. So I'd end up with a train coming in that says, for argument's sake, has half amounts. So we go with, say, 6 wagons with steel in it. And then because red circuits compresses to twice the amount, actually we only need half as much. So we go with 6 wagons with steel in it. And then we go with 3 wagons with red circuits in it. Makes sense so far. Except red circuits compress to twice the amount. So it only means we need half that amount. So rather than 3 wagons, we're now down to 1.5 wagons. Which means if I do 8 wagons worth of steel, I then only have to have 2 wagons with red circuits. And thank you, Bubbles. Please stop climbing across the microphone. It's very much appreciated. I do 8 wagons with steel, 2 wagons with red circuits, and then bring in the stone on its completely separate, the brick on its own train. So let's do 8. Numlock 8. And we'll do wagons, so don't forget this stuff. Hopefully. And then we do red circuits. 2 wagon. So I get 8 wagons of steel, 2 wagons of red circuits. It's going to be enough to run the build for however long. Brick is going to have to run even slower. Or we start looking at smelting on site. Which I admit, I'm starting to like the idea. Is there any good way? I don't really want the bots to transport. We copy that build. We put that out there. We then copy this whole contraption. Oh, I want to move it that way 1. I want to delete everything from there to there. Bear with me. Paste that down. And then delete that off. So move the whole build over 1. Doesn't fit inside the robot network. Power. Now I'd be happy. Oh, the robots are really near the rear of the train, not centered. Okay. Train. 1, 2, 3, 4. Robots are really at the rear. Substation. Where's my deconstruction planner? It is my favorite tool. Yeah, that's centered. Yep, that's perfectly centered. God, I do stuff well by eye, don't I? Okay, so we need more beacons. Probably some more speed modules. Okay, so if we do 10, I go down here. Per second. It needs 20 stone. We'd end up needing vertices. Alright, let's do... Let's do... That... That can go. Line these up as best as... Try and line up... That in. Sure. Underground. Can I underground? Well, that just makes life so much easier. Oh, that's wrong. There, 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 there. Because that was my one concern, that the undergrounds would not be long enough. Deal. 8. Wagon. Wagon. Red circuit. 2 wagons. Done. Alright, so we need furnaces, we need inserters, we need beacons, we need all the good things. That. I'm probably going to need a belt. See how far that gets. Still got furnaces left, still got not enough modules. Had beacons left over, that's always a bonus. Okay, you have my beacon, have my furnaces. I guess I need to have my mining drills. And I'm going to send you back to the outpost. Get more stuff. Okay, so if I do that, we got two choices. We can either load here at the bottom or load at the top. Let's load at the bottom. At least then when the bots drop stuff off, they're right here to pick more stuff up. I admit the bots aren't going to drop off a lot, because that is half the point of a beacon build, you know, or half a point of any of these builds. You're taking like 40 items in to turn them into one item. So we're taking what, 25 items in to turn them into one item. So yeah, the bots do a lot of one-way travel. That's part of the reason why they're so intensive on the computer, because they're only traveling in one direction. Yeah, this is going to be way overbuilt, but I guess that really doesn't matter. You're doing steel. You're doing red. We want start at the end. Go up. So I'm going to do copy of red circuits, paste there. I'm going to do steel around the corner. Copy, paste, copy. Almost like this build was meant for us. You know, we're sort of getting close to maxing out on one side. That's fine. We want to sort of aim one side of the build. That's stone, not stone brick. Try again, game. That one gets copied there. That what did I say the 7th was? One was? Because we do want to make sure that the ones in the center have their requests pointing towards the center. You'll go that way this. Why am I requesting steel sideways? Steel should be this one. Steel goes there. Red circuit there, there. Don't at me. Red circuits. Red circuits. Steel, 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 and steel. Okay. You two. Come on, game. Be cooperative. Copy. Paste. 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 Steel. 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 Done. So all we need to do is then bring in our stone at the bottom, which was part of the original setup. So that's not hard. And we know we got 10 carriages. So again, that's going to make things pretty damn easy. It does mean I need to find a weird balancer. Something does a factor of 10, which is odd, to say the least. I want... Although, hang on, what's the... So, like, the calculator actually says that we need 7.5 belts of stone into 4.5 belts of brick. So maybe I would be better with an 8 build. Got 70 furnaces. Which is what? So they're half belts in. Because brick is the same crafting speed as iron. 3.5 seconds. So that's the number we're working on. That's the number you're used to seeing. Stone brick is the same, 3.5 seconds. But, and this is the catch, but it needs 2 stone to do so. So if you have a build that uses a full red belt, for argument's sake, so the iron smelters that we do right at the start of the game, made out of steel smelters, or even the stone furnace ones, so stone furnace or a steel furnace. You see those early builds, they're designed to use either a whole yellow belt or a whole red belt in, and then output a whole red belt out. The catch is we're taking that, like in those early ones, we're taking that red belt, we're splitting it half and half with coal, so it's half a belt and half a belt, add half and a half together, full belt again, full belt in, full belt out. With stone, your smelters are actually half as long because they take 2 stone in to get 1 stone brick out. And that's the thing I'm thinking. If I make... Normally the smelting column... Normally the smelting columns... Where are we smelting? We are here. The smelting column is 6 for half a belt, plus 6 for the other half a belt, plus this 1 outputting onto both sides of the belt. So both the far side of the belt and the inside of the belt. There is... You'll do... So you can see these 6 do the far side of the belt, which then gets swapped to the inside of the belt. Then, as I said, these 6 do the far side of the belt. Then this guy does a bit of both. So, same story here. If I take... I've got 6 here, being 3 on one half, 3 on the other half, and 1 doing both sides. For compression. Not that we're going to get a compressed belt anyway, but that's besides the point. We're only taking half a belt in, we're only going to get half... Well, we're taking a full belt of stone in, we're going to get half a belt out. Because it takes twice the amount of items. But back to the original. So these are graded on a blue belt. So it's a blue belt in, being 40 iron. And we'll actually max rate calculate this shit. So we're doing 41 plate out. Actually, let's do... They're ignoring the last one. So we're doing 38.6. This is why we have the extra one on there. Doing a bit of both sides of the belt. just to make sure we keep that compression. Oh, I'm yawning so much. So we're only bringing 32 stone in. Now, if I have a stone train that's 7.8 and 7.5, says I need 7.5 blue belts worth of stone. Which means if I got a train that's 8 carriages long, each one carrying stone, 8 lane, run that through an 8x8. I can then feed it into a smelting block that's designed to take in 40 stone and output 20 brick. But you have prod mods in there. Well, that's where the catch comes in. So if I end up putting in, if I put in a full blue belt, which would be 40, I'd get 20 out plus 20% productivity, 24. I get out 24 per second. And you, sir, need 22 and a half. So I think that's my answer. That's my answer. So from all that, if you weren't paying attention closely, what I've decided is rather than trying to do a 10 build of these stupid things, we're going to go back to an 8 build of it. Means ripping all up and rebuilding it. Oh, that build. That crap up. Pick that crap up because I can't decide where center is when you guys are busy standing there holding stuff. So that's dead center. These underground belts were remade with that. Deconstruct that lot plus that lot. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Yep, right there. Minus those two. Minus all that. We're then going to take all of this. Move it. That in my inventory. Put these belts down first so I know where they line up. Come on! Go away. Oh! Out of inventory space. Excellent. Okay, put that there. Build some stuff so I've got some inventory space, please. Here. Use. And then that. Get rid of that. Okay. Slowly getting there. That does also mean I need to make all these builds just a little bit longer. Let's go with 2 more furnaces. That's a little bit on the overkill. Got 8. Now I want to go 4. beacon. Beacon. There. Give you a funny symbol. We want to rip up belts and stack inserters. Right to gut. There. Ish. Okay, try again, Jake. On, line up. Fish. There. Ish. Alright. Those. Alright. No, we won't send him out. Really? We all done? No power. Oh, sorry. Again, I'm overpowering everything. Fine, we'll go rip up what we don't need later. On there. There and there. Alright, so we still need that unload station I keep promising us we're going to build. Haven't got around to yet. But I think that's our build. We'll bring in stone at the bottom. We'll process it up into bricks on site. Run it through the furnaces. We've got 2 stack inserters. Ugh. 2 stack inserters to move 22.5 items per second, which they should be able to do, hopefully. And now we have a electric. One second. And I'm all out. That would explain why it's missing. Send you home. Done. Alright, so I'm going to call it here for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. As always, hopefully next episode I'll be a little bit less yawny and a little bit less tired. But what can I say? Factorio is kicking my butt. Streaming all the time is kicking my butt. There's been a couple long days, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a couple more. So, thank you guys for watching. As always, I do hope you've enjoyed. Thoughts, comments, suggestions down in the comment box below. Hopefully this build works, but we will actually find out when we start placing things down in the real world. Which won't be for a little while yet, but it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Be patient. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye!